In France, wild boars have become more than a challenge for hunters. They are a serious threat to agriculture. Each year, they destroy over 3,000 hectares of farmland, causing significant losses for farmers. To keep their rapidly growing population under control, year-round hunting is permitted as part of a population management effort. At dawn, a skilled hunting team begins tracking fresh prints left in the soft earth. The plan is clear, but the forest is unpredictable. Suddenly, a massive wild boar emerges from the shadows, charging through the undergrowth. Precision and timing are critical in these moments. A single well-placed shot ends the chase almost instantly, preventing further destruction. Elsewhere on the southern slope, another marksman patiently scans the area, alert to even the faintest movement. A sudden shadow moves behind a tree. The shot is quick and precise, bringing the animal down and restoring safety to the area. As the morning sun rises higher, the hunters continue their careful sweep. Their steps are deliberate, their focus unwavering. When another boar charges from cover at great speed, a rapid reload and a perfectly placed shot bring the pursuit to a close. Each encounter underscores the importance of precision, discipline, and teamwork. After an intense series of chases, the forest grows quiet for nearly half an hour. The silence suggests that the remaining animals have retreated deeper into cover. The team signals to reposition, following tracks until another large boar appears from behind the trees. In the stillness, a single shot breaks the air, ending the encounter. Further into the forest, a horn sounds a signal that another animal is approaching. The hunters raise their rifles, ready for the next confrontation. Once again, a clean, well-aimed shot brings the animal down before it can escape. The blockade is successful, securing the area from further damage. The operation continues with the same relentless focus. Another boar carelessly ventures into range, and a single crack of gunfire ends the threat. A series of follow-up shots echoes through the forest, marking the end of a long and demanding day. For now, the farmland is safe. France's wild boar population has grown to over 2.5 million, with sightings becoming more common even near towns and suburban neighborhoods. These animals dig up fields, damage soil structure, pollute water sources, and compete with native wildlife for food and habitat. Such hunts are not conducted for sport, but as a necessary measure to control a destructive population and protect farmland, local communities, and ecosystems. At first light, with roles clearly assigned and plans carefully laid, the hunters move out once again. On the western hillside, one of the key choke points comes alive with sound as a large boar bursts from cover. A single shot brings it down instantly, preventing it from reaching the deeper forest. Peace returns briefly, but on another slope, a dramatic chase unfolds. A wild boar races at astonishing speed across the hillside, skillfully avoiding obstacles. Then, in a decisive moment, it leaps past a massive boulder, and the marksman takes the critical shot. The animal falls, and the pursuit ends in seconds. These moments are a powerful reminder that wild boar management is both demanding and essential. Each successful operation helps safeguard farmland, reduce economic losses, and protect rural communities from the dangers posed by unchecked populations of these powerful animals. In many rural regions, the hunt for wild boars is not a sport but a necessity. These animals, known for their speed and destructive behavior, can cause significant damage to farmland and local ecosystems if left uncontrolled. As daylight faded, the team pushed deeper into the rugged hills, moving through dense thickets where visibility was nearly lost. Suddenly, a wild hog burst out, sprinting along a narrow trail in a desperate bid to escape. Unbeknownst to the animal, this path led directly into a waiting ambush. The hunter, already in position, took the opportunity and delivered a precise shot, ending the chase in an instant. This balance between speed and precision is critical. Each encounter demonstrates not only the instinct of the animal, but also the calculated coordination of the hunters. As dusk gave way to darkness, the activity of the wild boars only increased. The team shifted strategies, equipping thermal scopes to adapt to the night environment. In the stillness of the evening, a boar appeared in an open clearing, rooting through the earth. The team acted quickly, neutralizing the threat before further damage could occur. This approach ensures that farms and nearby villages remain safe, reducing the risk of crop loss and soil destruction. Night hunting relies heavily on technology. Thermal imaging allows hunters to spot movement even in complete darkness, turning the forest into a world of sharp silhouettes. When a group of boars emerged, the largest one was selected as the target to disrupt the group's feeding pattern. The shot was delivered cleanly, sending the rest scattering into the night. Each successful hunt represents a step toward restoring balance in the ecosystem. The goal is to prevent the population from reaching levels where it overruns farmland, pollutes water sources, and displaces native wildlife. As the operation continued, the remaining boars were tracked with precision. One hunter locked onto a lead boar and, with a series of quick, controlled shots, ended the pursuit. The coordinated effort of the team minimized suffering and prevented the group from regrouping. Wild boar management is an ongoing process. These animals cause year-round damage, and each season brings new challenges. Autumn, with its dry leaves, makes movement noisy and more difficult to conceal, while winter offers clear tracking in the snow but harsher conditions for hunters. During autumn, when boars are most active gathering food for winter, teams often set out at first light to intercept them before they reach crop fields. As the sun rises, the forest floor becomes a stage for sudden encounters. When a pair of boars appeared, one was quickly brought down, allowing the surrounding farmland to recover. Elsewhere, the sound of hounds echoed through the valley, signaling another confrontation. Hunters rushed to the scene, acting swiftly to prevent the animal from escaping. Within moments, the threat was contained, and calm returned to the forest. Winter brings new opportunities for precision tracking. Fresh snow reveals every footprint, making it easier to predict the boar's movement. Teams form barricades along narrow trails and remain on alert. When a herd finally emerges, their dark shapes stand out clearly against the white landscape, allowing hunters to act quickly and decisively. Through careful planning, technology, and teamwork, wild boar populations can be managed responsibly, helping protect farmland, preserve local biodiversity, and maintain balance between humans and wildlife. The hunter carefully took position, sweeping the scope across the herd before focusing on the ideal target. With steady aim and controlled breathing, the shot was delivered. The wild boar staggered and collapsed onto the snow, motionless. The sudden sound of gunfire sent shockwaves through the herd, causing them to scatter in all directions before vanishing into the distance. Although they fled, the fresh tracks left behind in the snow revealed their path and allowed the pursuit to continue. Meanwhile, the barking of trained dogs echoed across the hillside, drawing nearer with every passing second. Their calls acted as a signal, guiding the team toward the approaching target. From the thicket, a massive wild boar charged forward at full speed. The hunter held position, waited for the right moment, and with one precise shot, brought the animal down just a few paces away. The intense confrontation came to an end, not as an act of sport, but as a means to safeguard the farmland and homes lying at the foot of the mountain. In the freezing air, patience paid off once more when another wild boar stepped into the crosshairs. The first shot was not enough to stop its retreat, but a swift follow-up shot brought it down completely. Each gunshot in this context carries significance beyond the hunt itself. It represents the protection of future harvests and the prevention of extensive crop destruction. Wild boars are known for their strength, sharp tusks, and cunning nature. They are capable of tearing through farmland in a short time, posing a major threat to local communities. Because of their destructive impact, population control is crucial. Managing their numbers prevents soil damage, protects crops, and keeps the balance between wildlife and human settlement. At first light, the team traveled toward the base of the mountain, accompanied by trained hunting dogs specialized in tracking wild boars through dense terrain. Upon arrival, they quickly moved to the pre-planned positions. Within minutes, the barking of the dogs echoed through the area, indicating that a target had been found. A massive boar burst from the undergrowth, fleeing from the pursuing dogs. As it broke through the brush, a well-placed shot was fired, bringing the animal down instantly. After a period of silence, the sound of dogs barking again resonated from deep within the forest. The hunters followed the noise and soon spotted another boar charging from the underbrush. A precise shot ended its attempt to escape. The team pressed further up the mountain slope. Once again, the hounds signaled from below, and another wild boar was flushed from cover. A single, decisive shot brought it down, leaving no chance for further destruction.